So today I have got a lemon drizzle cake recipe. I'm altering it slightly because I don't have any lemons, so we're doing an orange drizzle cake. This is just printed off BBC Good Food, but I will leave all the ingredients down below. I've halved everything, but I'm going to talk you through what the full amount is, but I'm doing half. So, what you're going to need is 225, it's all the same. So it's 225 butter, 225 sugar, 225 self-raising flour. If you don't have that, you can use plain flour and baking powder. Just a tablespoon. 1 lemon or 1 orange. And then for the drizzle topping, you're going to need more sugar, 1.5, and sugar. So I looked in my fruit bowl and I literally only had 3 oranges. I'm like, that's perfect. I don't need a full amount because I don't want a massive cake. And you need a tin roughly. You can do a circle and you can do one like this. It takes a while to cook, but the actual making of it's pretty quick. So the first thing we've got to do is we've got to weigh everything out. And it's all pretty much the same. So I've got a bowl for each. They're just going to go straight in there because why not? Just create more washing up, but it's nice and easier. I was going to weigh it out, but I was like... So this actual recipe comes out in a square, that's why I use a square. And mainly because I don't think I have a circle tin. I might do, but not like a decent one like this. So last thing I made were brownies, so if you made them, if you haven't seen that, go and watch that. That was on the 20th of June. It's been a while, it's now the 3rd of July by the time you watch this, but we're back. We're making an orange drizzle cake. So, please like and subscribe, and let's get into it. The oven needs to be on 180 degrees fan, 160 gas mark for mine's a fan, I think. Pretty sure it's a fan. Mine's been on. It's been on 25 minutes already because I had some lunch cooking in there. So it says, beat together the butter and the sugar. So we're going to get our scales. This one's here is hot because I was using it, so my bowl's gone over there. So we're going to put, I hope I've got enough butter. I have got some normal butter, but I've only got like that much baking butter, so this is actually quite a quick video, but not cooking time. But you're not gonna. Most of my cooking video around half an hour. This one probably will be. It's that quick. So it's actually 112.5, so I might do 113, even though I wrote 112. But it was 112.5. It's actually quite a lot of butter, this, and we're only doing half. Half. Sometimes the full. I always think with BBC Good Foods that the full amount is a lot. It doesn't on the actual website. It tells you the amount, but when you print it out, the amount doesn't print for some reason. So. I've got that piece of paper in, butter. So the butter I'm using just stalk. It's like baking butter. That's what I use for the brownies. And it's just left. I think that was the exact butter I used for the brownies actually. So everything I'm using is new. Because I didn't run out of everything. What I mean is, when I did the brownies, I used up all the flour and... Actually, no, the flour's different flour. I don't know about... I already had these bags and I didn't have to go and buy anything for this. I would have to buy lemons, but I already had oranges, so I thought, I'm not going to go to the shop for some lemons, I'll just use oranges. And the recipe's basically the same. Well, it's the same. So we need 112 grams of this. One thing I want, but I have no room for it, and it's really, really, really expensive. It's a tabletop mixer. I've got a handheld mixer, but they're a pain to clean. I'm going to put some sugar. This is our like sugar pot thing, it's empty. So I'm going to put some sugar in this pot. This is fair trade sugar. It doesn't all fit, it's usually about half a bag that goes in one of these. I have put sugar everywhere, but it takes a long time to cook, so it's time to clear up. So I had this, I don't know if you can see that on the actual folder, it's a butterfly folder. It was just sat there empty in my room, so I'm like, let's put some recipes in and make it a recipe folder. I've labelled it recipes as well. So we put the butter in. I thought about it, I maybe should have pre-weighed everything, but it's not actually a lot else to do. Can't even tell I've had all in that bowl, but obviously it's going to go in the dishwasher. And then we mix everything together. To a handheld whisk. Just a pain to clean. I could put it in dish. I don't know if a metal spoon or wooden spoon is the best technique for this. Maybe I should get a wooden spoon, but for now we're going to use this. I always think with BBC Good Foods, if you haven't read the amount it makes before printing the recipe off, I always think it makes a lot. Brownie recipe, I did half and it made loads. It made absolutely loads. And my dad was like, I did not need double. And I was like, you're probably right. I should have halved it again, maybe it was that much. So it needs, the longer you beat it for the, what do you call it? The longer you beat it for, the lighter it is. So I've got a wooden spoon now. This is called creaming the butter and sugar together. There is like all-in-one method, but for this recipe it says we're doing this way. I don't think it really matters. I don't think it really matters if you do an all-in-one method. I'm just following the recipe. I say that is done, but the longer you do it, the lighter it will be. Then it says sift the flour in. Right, so we'll weigh out the flour and then we'll sift it in here. I say that if the sift's clean, that is. If not, we're going to knock. The longer you do this, that first part, the better. So all in one method, you would put it all in at once. But this actually says don't do that. This says beat the sugar and flour. No, beat the butter and sugar and then do the flour. So I'm going to weigh this out and then we're going to add the eggs first. Oh, I made a mess of that. I made a mess of it, I just put a bit too much in. I wasn't really thinking about how much I needed. You actually need the sugar again, so don't put the sugar away. I was putting everything behind the camera that I've used, so then there's more. Basically, I can't put it any closer because of the cooker. So these eggs are massive. Look at the size of these eggs, we've got like extra large eggs. Apparently they're double yolkers. Oh, that's a double yolker. Apparently they're double yolkers, my sister's already had most of them. They're both double yolkers. I've actually got 4 yolks in here. Maybe 1 egg would be enough. So now you're gonna, once this bit's mixed, then you're done. You don't have to like over mix this part. Once it's mixed, it's mixed. Like mixing it for extra long doesn't actually make a difference, whereas butter and sugar, the longer you mix it, the better. The lighter it will be. So now I need to get the sieve, which is in this cupboard down here. We're going to sift. I don't think we have to fold in the flour, I think we can just mix it. Don't know why it's saying, normally the first step of every recipe when you're making a cake is preheat the oven and line your tin. It hasn't said line our tin. It's after you make it, and I was like, most of the time you do it before. It doesn't say fold in the flour like this. This is folding. It doesn't say fold it in. So because it doesn't say fold in, you can just mix it. But careful, because you don't want, I'm trying to keep my sleeves rolled up. What you don't want, if you have a sieve, use it. If you don't, not really, a colander doesn't really work. If you don't have a sieve, you can't sieve it, but it might be lumpy. There's not really all else you can use because the colander isn't really the same. It doesn't even say you need any vanilla extract in this. I think I actually have some. Oh, for Pete's sake. Whenever you bake, you always get food on you. This is why I should have an apron on. But no, I had to spill it down myself. Because that's just how we roll. Now I wash my hands and get a grater. I have 2, but one of them I don't think it's got a fine grate on it. Actually, this does. So you don't want like the big thing, you want like the little. I want to do a bake-along one day. Look how much this makes. Like, you definitely do not need double. Unless you're having like a party or something, you don't need double. If it's just like for you and your family. You do have to taste it before it. Depends how strong you want the taste of the orange. So technically, if you do have lemons, you can do the exact same, but instead of oranges, put lemon in. It's up to you if you want. Completely up to you. I also do not get rid of this little orange because you need the juice. So it says 1.5 and I'm halving it. So that's about 3/4. Actually, I don't need this. All I need is the juice of this. Now I've got to quickly taste it to see how much orange is in there. I'm going to put some more in. Not to say there wasn't enough. I actually just thought it says for the full amount, it said 1 lemon and 1.5 juice, and I'm like, you need 3 lemons. You need 3 lemons, but obviously it's zest and juice. You only actually need 1.5 lemons, not 3. Because the one you zested, you can juice. So give it a good old mix. You can buy a grease-proof paper that's this shape. That is such a thing, but I do not have that, so we need to tear off just a bit of the top, get some butter, and we're going to grease our tin. Now I'm going to have to wash my hands before I put that in. It's all covered in butter. Actually, if you do the full amount, I don't think this tin's actually big enough. BBC Good Foods always makes quite a lot. And then what you simply do is pour the mixture into here. You just pour it straight in. It's actually pretty much the perfect size, this amount. So always check the quantities. Always check the quantities before doing the full amount, especially if you're on BBC Good Foods, because they always make a lot. So this now goes in the oven for 40 minutes until a thin skewer inserts into the centre. I have actually got a cake tester. If not, you can just use a normal knife, but I have a cake tester. In the centre under the cake machine, while the cake is cooling in the tin, mix together the juice of 1.5 lemons, 85 grams of sugar to make the drizzle. Prick the warm cake all over with a skewer or fork and pour over the drizzle with the juice. Will sink in and the so let's put this in. That takes 40 minutes. And then while you can clear up, and then we'll make the drizzle when it's cooling down, but not too cool, because it still has to be fairly hot when you put the drizzle in. So maybe like a minute or two before it comes out, but let's clear up and let's get it cooking. So it's now time to make the topping. So 85 grams of sugar or halved, And now we've got to juice this into this and give it a stir. Got my juicer, so I'm going to cut this in half. Should have got a sharp knife, but this is just going to capture all the pips and seeds. And I'm going to pour that into here. I didn't actually quite need a full one, but it wasn't massive, so I decided to use it all. I'm going to get a spoon. I'm going to give this, you can't make this too much in advance. Should be a nice dribble consistency. Now we're going to test the cake with my cake tester. So it's been about 40 minutes but that is done. So we're going to tip it out onto a plate. I don't think I've got a coolant rack, so let's get a plate. I'm also going to be filming some chocolate chip cookies, so that'll be tomorrow's video. So we're gonna need what these end bits are for. I don't know if I explained that, but I think this might be overbaked. We could do some orange icing to dribble over the top. That might not be a bad idea to put some orange. We'll put half of it in here and then we'll put some icing in the other half. And we'll make some like orange like icing. So what you're going to do is you're going to prick a load of holes in the top of your cake, and then you're going to drizzle this over the top to moisten it. As we said, I'm thinking of putting some icing in the other half, only a little bit. The oven can go off for now because the cookies aren't actually made yet. So put a tiny bit in here. Now we're going to drizzle a little bit over the top of the cake. It's not what it says in the recipe, it's just what I've decided to do. I've got some nice drizzle. And there you have it. That is how you make a lemon drizzle cake or orange drizzle cake. thing to do is taste test it, so let me move that tin, which I'm going to dishwasher in a sec. Put the icing sugar back away, and let's get that bread knife out of it clean. I'm going to really start from this end. So I'm going to cut the end bit off, and we're going to get a piece like this. Still, look at that lovely piece, and look how like light and soft it is. Now I'm going to break a tiny bit off. Now I'm going to try it. Oh my god, that is brilliant. It's quite light and fluffy. I'm going to give that a 7 out of 10. And that's it. Please like and subscribe, and yeah, that's how you make an orange drizzle cake. And I'm now about to make some chocolate chip cookies.